Hello YouTube! The bands on the Triton 90 were out after a year, so in today's video I'll show you the full process of changing my Speargun setup. I started by removing the old bands. Then I cut 4 equal length pieces of Spectra to make band insertions. Once I had all 4 insertions ready, it was time to grab the band insertion tool and some soap. I covered all the bumps with soap and used a screwdriver to get some inside the bands as well. This step is really important, otherwise it's nearly impossible to slide them in. Then I placed the Spectra insertion into the tool and used gardening gloves for protection. I recommend putting something through the loop so you don't push the insertion too far in. After installing all 4 insertions, I took 4 50 cm pieces of Dyneema. I made knots on all 8 ends, which I later used to insert screwdrivers and help pull the lines tight. These were just regular overhand loop knots, and you'll see how useful they are in a minute. Once the Dyneemas were done, it was time to tie the constrictor knots on each band. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube. It's a simple and super useful knot. Just make sure the 2 lines lie next to each other or they'll cut into the band when tightened. I used the pre-made loops to insert screwdrivers and tighten the constrictor knots. Some people just cut off the excess, but I always tie double constrictor knots for a stronger hold and less waste. Tighten everything again, and I suggest putting something through the insertion to stop it from slipping into the band when you pull the knot tight. I trimmed the ends and used a lighter to burn all the rope tips to keep them from fraying. Then I took another piece of Spectra and tied a flag knot onto the insertion loop. This is the part that locks onto the shark fin, so I made one shorter and one longer, matching the band lengths. I burned the ends for a clean finish. These are 14mm C4 grey ball latex bands, by the way, because I was getting some shaft whip with the 14mm purple Pescasub ones. When I changed the bands, I also replaced the nylon, so the whole setup is new. I removed the old nylon and installed a fresh black one. Burn the end to form a stopper, then press the sleeve with cutting pliers. The gun was now fresh with a new setup and minimal waste, so I took it out for a test in the sea. This is the moment of truth. If anything's off, the insertions will pop out when loading. But everything held solid, which means it's good to go. I found this fishing blinker but didn't have a trash net, so I just hang it from the Speargun handle. A sargo showed up and came in perfectly, but its size was borderline, so I let it go. Then a shoal of salpas passed by and I tried to hit a sheep's head bream but missed. A golden mullet swam past and I hit it perfectly. Came across another sargo, but again decided to let it grow. Then I swam up to a whole shoal of golden mullets, picked one and took the shot. The gun was performing really well, so I've got a good feeling about this setup. Of course, I dispatched the catch and cleaned it right away. There was plenty of trash around, but I didn't have a trash net with me, so I'll pick it up next time. While sneaking through the shallows, I came across another shoal of salpas and aimed at one. I waited for the big one to line up and a gilthead seabream swam in front of the gun, so I shot it. My head was tilted here, so it's hard to see the shot on the camera. The hit was perfect and I'm really starting to like these bends. The nylon line holder on the head broke off though, so I'll have to replace that part soon. The gun is now working as it should and I'm really happy with the whole setup. Also, the catch was totally fine for 30 minutes of testing, so if you learned something new or like the video in general, make sure to subscribe as it helps the algorithm and ensures you won't miss out on the future content. Thanks for watching and stay safe while diving.